Hey there, guys. Just in light of all the events that have happened yesterday, just concerns. Because here we are. It's an election year, and the political opponent of Joseph Biden has an assassination attempt on him. Now, a lot of people would want to point fingers at Biden's political party, but I think a little deeper than that, especially since you see that the Democratic Party has already turned on Joe Biden. So, if you think of this in context, or kind of think outside of the box, actually. So let's say this happens, right? Okay. Thankfully, Donald Trump survives. Very thankful, grace of God. Because, who knows what would have happened if something did happen to him. But at the same time, those events are now set in place because that this event happened. But here's where, I think a little deeper. Okay, so the Democratic Party has already notioned that they do not want Joe Biden to continue running, for president. They want him out, right? All right, so now we have this assassination attempt on Donald Trump. Okay, failed attempt, thankfully. Now, let's say, now we're going to have, and hopefully not, but let's say that it does happen and an attempt is made on Joe Biden. Now, let's say that attempt becomes a success. And then what's the next thing that they're probably going to do? I mean, look at the media already. The media already is saying that they're hoping that there's not retaliation, like hateful retaliation from, Trump supporters or MAGA Republicans or stuff like that. Now, they're hate baiting at this point. Shame on mainstream media for hate baiting. Like, I personally wouldn't want to have any retaliation against the Democratic Party right now, because that's what they're wanting. That is what the media is setting up right now. They are setting up that scenario. They're making it known. They're putting it in the ideas of people who watch, stations like MSNBC, ABC, CNN. I mean, come on. CNN reported that he fell at the rally. That's what they posted. They first posted. So that should tell you something right there. But now, let's say in a successful attempt, right, happens, and of course, they're going to blame it as they're going to say it's retaliation. They're going to say it's retaliation, and they're going to blame Republicans or followers of Trump and stuff like that. And then I mean, it's clear what's going on. But let's say the agenda is, they want Biden out. I mean, if we think back to JFK, JFK was a Democrat, and the Democrat Party did not necessarily agree with his views. He wanted to stay out of war, and so they got rid of him. They removed the obstacle, and then LBJ, stepped up and, hey guys, Vietnam, let's go, let's do it. A horrible war. I believe that was America's first loss at war. If I, correct me if I'm wrong, of course. But yeah, so Democrats move to remove obstacles from their path. Abraham Lincoln, got rid of him. Democrat Party got rid of him. Because why? Because he went against the grain. He was going against the Democratic grain. Now, I don't want any fights to break out, any war. I mean, you want America to fall, you get it at war with itself, and that's going to happen. And then who's going to step in? You're going to have China or whoever, whoever the media says our enemies are. that's what's going to happen, right? So, I hope that there is no retaliation, or that there is no, devious plan, being set up by the Democrat Party. But I mean, again, look at the mainstream media. Look at what they're reporting. Look at how they're saying it. Look deeper, and look. Use your brain. For those who have been drinking the Kool-Aid for so long and don't see what's going on in front of their own faces, and are still like, oh yeah, Democrats, or oh yeah, Joe Biden, he's done all this great stuff. Oh yeah, COVID, it was just a happenstance, and all this was all good, and it definitely wasn't a pandemic. Like, come on, guys. There's medicine that can cure things out there. There's there's all these different things that our government hides from us. The FDA allowing certain amounts of things in baby food that, I mean, there's an acceptable amount of this deadly stuff in baby food, so we're good. Like, should there be like no amounts of those types of things? Like, anyway, I hope the overall attitude now is a more united America. And I know that the Republican Party and Trump supporters, they're definitely going to band together now. If they weren't banded together already enough, they're definitely that's going to strengthen up. So again, thankfully, Trump is alive, and nothing further happened. Because, man, I think that would have just been the end of America. Just like over there on the Benny show, Benny said, that would just been the end of America. Ben Shapiro, he also said that that'd probably be the end. And for them to say, like, for some people to have out there saying like that was like a planned thing, nah. I wouldn't say Trump would want anyone to get hurt. Right? I don't see that. He's not Hitler. You know what I mean? I don't think Trump's an evil person. Do I think he's arrogant and full of himself? Yeah, he can be. But I mean, look at his success story. I mean, can you help? Yeah, I mean, if I was that successful, I'd probably be a little arrogant too. So, I mean, I don't blame him for his arrogancy, but, again, we need to not hate each other, and we need to band together, we need to stand strong, and we need to hope and pray, pray to God that, and have prayers for our country, that nothing else like this happens. Nothing happens to the opposition either, of course. We don't want anything to happen to him. I know Joe Biden's been in politics for too long, as a politician. But I feel sorry for the guy sometimes. He's not there, and it's like watching your grandparent struggle, to take a dump. Struggle, watching him just struggle through words, sentences. It's tough. I feel sorry for him. But anyway, signing off. Thanks, guys.